illusion. But I think we're gonna see, looking at the stream setup, I think we're gonna see Lugia and Dade. It's like
We gotta go ahead. We got Noah with the commentary photography going. All right, so now Dade versus Lugia. We got Palutena versus Cloud and some good base roster smash. DLC Pack 2, what's that? I have no clue.
Yeah, and these are two characters that aren't really too bursty. These are wear you down characters. Use their good options and use them a lot, right? Both of these characters love to use their back air.
These are some buttons characters. Yeah. That's what they are.
Love to keep you out. Love to, again, press the buttons that are good for them, right?
My nair is good, so I shall do nair. My back air is good, so I shall back air.
I will back air because it is strong. That's the classic in this game.
Dade has gotten the memos. He's gotten like 3 or 4 in a row. Going for another. Hey! Who says Cloud can't kill?
Yeah. And one of the things with characters like these is you kind of have to have no shame when it comes to using the same aerial, because it's not like it may look like you're spamming it, right? But it's genuinely just your best option to deal with a lot of things, like how your opponent wants to approach. It's your best option to keep them at disadvantage. And with characters with those kind of do-it-all buttons, it's not so much about like using the different moves, although you do have to mix it up, but mixing up the timing is really the most important thing.
Yeah, I very patiently watch fastball timing in this matchup. That's going to be the X factor here, because if you can guess somebody's or get a read on somebody's fastball timing, you can start getting parries going, and that can be the X factor here. 2 back airs into the dash attack, solid shield pressure, and then just the down air. Yeah, recognizing that those back airs set up a situation where Lugia working on a skittle.
Yeah, that shield was so low. I really like the awareness there from Dade, and Dade has been just completely in control of this game number 1 here. We kind of saw this in game number 1 against Bot as well, where Dade kind of gets off to a really hot start. Maybe this time we'll be able to see Dade kind of extend on that, but it's looking like a really solid game 1 so far.
I had to, I'm paused for a minute and I'm taking my headset off because I swear to God, somebody just matching Pikachu up B or Pichu up B. I just keep hearing that electric rat screaming.
Wait, I hear that as well.
I don't know what that was. That is hilarious, though. But we're back in this, and so far, if I had to guess the difference maker between this match, it's that Cloud's back air is better than Palutena's back air.
Yeah, and I think, sorry, the Pichu is distracting me as well. But getting back to this, yeah, Dade, this is a spot you love to be in as Cloud. That back air covers so many options off ledge. Not going to go for it there, but going to get the up smash out of shield to take the game number 1.
We got to talk about how similar these two characters' game plans are. They're characters that both lack a little bit of burst options. So what do? You space with back air, you space with forward air, and then you rip that dash attack. And we saw that Dade had a little bit of success with this, where at least he got a couple dash attacks that were unpunished. On the other side, when you wait for Palu has a little bit of invulnerability. Might actually be a better move. The problem is it's even more punishable. And that Cloud up smash, Dade's ready and willing to let it rip when you have that character so vulnerable.
Yeah, and that's one of the differences between Cloud and Palu. Although their game plans are so similar, Cloud has a much easier time getting out of shield, right? You have the up B, you have the up smash, whereas Palu, I mean, like, you have neutral air, but you don't really have like those really solid options like Cloud does, and that's kind of what I think pushes Cloud a little over the edge, at least in comparison to Palu. And we see Lugia opting to go for the Piranha plant here.
Yeah, down the tier list we go, but onto perhaps the more practiced character, maybe the OG main on Lugia's side.
Yeah, this is definitely the Lugia special. One of the most storied plants, probably up there for the most storied plant, at least in our region. They've played this character since release, sticking with through the lows, and this character doesn't have that many highs, but through the highs and the lows, gotten some solid wins, and we're seeing kind of what the plant struggles with in kind of getting in, but once plant does get in, you can get those really early kills.
Yeah, I mean, that up smash perhaps one of, if not the strongest in the game. speak of the devil, though. I mean, Cloud's no slouch for sure. But yeah, that up smash by Plant killed it like 76. Real talk, if you are going to be approaching Plant, just do it from an angle. Do not allow that move to connect with you, because it's just such a powerful tool that can even a stock up in one button.
Yeah, you can see kind of a lot of Plants really like to fish for it. Lugia, not so much fishing for it, so much as very much getting it at an opportune time. I like the Patui there. And I think Lugia is having pretty good amount of success getting off ledge, considering how limited Plant can be in that against a character like Cloud.
Yeah, it has basically just been Patui at an angle to force Dade to back up a little bit and respect the space. The problem is just getting back to center stage so far. Dash attack does manage to do that in this interaction. Great little punish right there. Just fake the charge on the Poison Cloud and then get that grab instead.
Yeah, and what we aren't seeing from Lugia, though, is what Plant usually really likes to do, which is get those ledge traps, right? And I think that's where Plant gets a lot of their, like, solid openings and a lot of their damage. And I think one of the main reasons why Lugia is down in this game is that we haven't seen him get that. That, I believe, is shield poking him.
I think you're dead on that, Wham. Like, it's 9 times out of 10, you think about what this character does well. It's Patui, it's rack up damage under Poison Cloud when you get a grab, and more than anything else, it's just the ledge traps. We just have not seen any yet. Now we do have an opportunity. Patui is out. Gets a jump up B, reset the situation with the dash attack, though. Another opportunity, and does manage to land that projectile off stage. So now we have an even game.
Once we see Plant kind of get into those situations where Plant is comfortable, we finally see Lugia get that edge, the edge guard, and it works really well.
Just not wanting to challenge Patui. I respect the Dade. Why mess with that move? It always like hits you randomly. It's like, oh, I thought I timed it correctly where I wasn't going to clip by that. I thought the Planet already swallowed the spike ball back up. It's like, nah, it's still there. The hitbox is just so active and lingers so long.
Yeah, Patui is like the one move where you can like tell that Plant was DLC. Because he's like, I mean, you know, DLC, all the DLC characters have that one thing, some more than others. But Patui is such, the properties of that move are so bizarre because it has so much priority. And so you can end up getting hit by it in situations where you really think you won't. And
weak hit of the down air. Back air, great air dodge though from Lugia that's going to live to play another few moments. Dash attack won't do it either. Cloud struggling to kill against a heavier character. Back air and into the cross slash.
Good parry.
The parry on the last hit. Very smart from Lugia.
Not going to get any punish off the parry. I don't know if Plant could get any punish there. Maybe a dash attack out of the corner. Kind of hard to buffer that out of a parry.
Yeah, there's also like no lag on all the limit moves too, so I'm not surprised that Lugia just stood strong.
Yeah, and we're seeing Lugia kind of stuck here at ledge. Going to get hit by that back air. That's so tough for Plant to get out of, and so strong for Plant.
All right, so now we are down 2 games. I think that the Plant actually did work out just about as good, if not a little bit better than the Palo, though. Yeah?
Yeah, I would be surprised if Lugia switched back to the Palu or switched off of the Plant in any way. I think that, you know, a couple interactions go a few different ways. You win that game, so
true enough.
I think that, yep, we're going to see the run back here. I don't know what stage we're going to see. I would imagine we're going to see the same one.
Yeah, perhaps no counter Big City continues. These empty short hops. It's such a powerful tool for Cloud because the character is pretty quick. Like, that's the difference between, like, Plant and Cloud. Plant has a couple good moves and then awful character data. Cloud has a couple good moves and then also phenomenal character data. Like, the character's weight, speed, dash speed, particularly under limit, is so difficult to react to so that you can get things like empty short hop grabs because people are afraid of your back air. On the other side, Lugia just does not have a way to compel Cloud out of shield at mid-distance. It's like, I'm going to shield the Patui, and if you try to run up grab me, I can respond to that reactively.
Yeah, and like you're mentioning, aside from just how fast Cloud is, the threat of that back air is so strong for forcing opponents to want to shield or forcing opponents to want to maybe dash out of the way or jump. You have so many options with you. We have the empty hop cross slash, you have the empty hop grab, you have the empty hop dash attack. You have so many ways to punish your opponent for guessing wrong. And one of those ways is guessing that you might try and bait them and you just hit them with the back air anyway.
Poisonous Cloud trying to set up some trickeration in the corner. Lugia, though, does manage to land onto the platform. Back air, up smash not going to connect, and then Dade lets it rip again. I respect that. If first hitbox don't succeed, throw out second hitbox. Oh, can't get the turnaround instead. Up throw should do it. No,
Not
actually.
quite. Cloud's a heavy boy. Those boots, I think they have some lead in them.
At
Gonna get the dash
143.
attack too. And that's a really tough break for Lugia, who was looking to get, I think, their first stock lead.
True enough.
And now, again, you get stuck in the Cloud blender as a character like Plant. It's kind of hard to find that big hit.
Standard get up attack actually to delay it. So Lugia and I both looking for that standard get up. Did not pay off. Dade very, very dubious momentum wise in the corner. Finally gets the up throw though, and that'll do.
Yeah, very good stuff from Lugia. I think the main difference maker really has been those last hits on a given stock, because aside from that up smash that we saw, the first stock that Lugia brought out the Plant, we haven't really seen any kills like at a, I would even say, reasonable percent, because Dade has been so good at living for such a long time.
Oh, tries for a forward tilt. Interesting, potentially trying to get a jump out on Lugia's side. I'm not even sure in that spot. Instead gets clipped by that limit blade beam, and this is looking dire for Lugia's Plant.
Yeah, a little bit of a hill to climb here. Plant can get it done for sure. If you just have to really, I was going to say, you really have to try and get the stock as soon as you can, because the more percent you let Cloud rack up, the more you're going to be forced to approach him.
Yeah, this is just bleeding the percentages away. I talked about how this character does lack a bit of a burst option. So far, Dade has just not been tossing out anything super risky, so Lugia has not been able to get a kill at all.
Yeah, you don't have to, especially when you're up, you don't really have to commit to anything. Gonna get the up throw there again. That's probably one of Plant's best ways that you can get a kill. You're down quite a bit of percent, but if you can get an early stock, this is not out of the question.
Toss him off stage one more time. Goes to the down. That was betting it all right there on Dade's side. I'm digging it.
All right, betting it all. Maybe a little bit too much. Not quite gonna get the kill there. Lugia gets a good bit of percent off that.
Dash attack and the improper DI, and that leads to a 3-0 on Dade's end. That was